Hello and welcome to NewsHour. It's coming to you live from the BBC World Service studios in central London. I'm Tim Franks. Before I tell you where we're heading to next, I would like you to hear me out. Because if I mention the name Haiti, you might reasonably ask whether you've got the stomach for more violence and destruction. But this is a story of resilience, resourcefulness and utter devotion. It comes from a man we've spoken to off and on for a few years here on NewsHour. He's called Dave Fils-Aimé. He runs a charity in Haiti using basketball to help teenagers stay out of trouble, and he's just won an award for his documentary film about a friend of his, a 19-year-old, whom he'd been mentoring in the gang-ravaged capital, Port-au-Prince. That 19-year-old, Bruce, was shot dead when he was riding through town on the back of a motorbike on his way to see Dave to apply for an academic scholarship with dreams of becoming a dentist and playing basketball in the NBA. Bruce, though, that morning instead became a statistic, one of the thousands who are killed every year on the near-lawless streets of the capital. Dave Fils-Aimé joined me earlier in the NewsHour studio and, as you'll hear, remains utterly undaunted. He began by telling me about his friend Bruce.
Very respectful, very shy. I mean, he could be there and you may not even notice he's there because he's so quiet. And actually, one of the things you may notice in the documentary when you watch it, you won't ever hear Bruce actually speak. You'll see pictures of him, videos of him, but he was so shy. He would rarely speak, and he was very respectful and kind young man, and he won so many awards, and he was also a great performer on the basketball court. He was overall a great kid.
And he was committed also to his education.
Exactly.
And I know that he was coming to see you to talk about a scholarship when you got the most awful news.
Bruce had planned on studying dentistry. That was his dream, to become a dentist as well as an NBA player. So you could see how ambitious he was, right? Bruce's last game for us was on his 19th birthday, September 1st, 2022. And he scored our last basket of the game that qualified us for the final game. You know, Bruce's story is quite tragic, but I'm an optimist, and that's one of the reasons why I choose to still remain in Haiti and doing this work, because I do believe that Haiti will get out of this and things will get better. I wanted to share a message of hope in this documentary.
And why are you so... I mean, I've spoken to you before. I've certainly heard from you before, Dave, and you are a man of astonishing resolve. You are not willing to be deflected from the work that you do. But where do you get that hope from?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think from a couple of places, but one of them is just the love I have for my country, Haiti, and our people and our culture. And one of the things that I tried to do in the documentary, for example, is to really highlight the beautiful music that we make in Haiti. I was lucky to have some of Haiti's top musicians featured on this project.
There are so many people at the moment in the world, and not necessarily people who live directly in war zones or places that are, beset by terrible strife, who say, I'm so depressed, I'm so worried, I'm in despair. And I'm sure they mean that genuinely. You are somebody who lives in a place with the most appalling problems. Mm-hmm. You completely refuse to give in to despair. How come?
Well, I think it's a simple things that you see living in Haiti. I could wake up in the morning and on my way to our office, and I see a father walking his two little girls to school with the hope that they can have a better future. And you get to the office and you see all the youth that we have the privilege of serving. After school, they come there and they're on the laptops and doing research, doing their homeworks, again, with the hope that they'll have a better future. So when you're surrounded by such hope and optimism on a daily basis, it's hard for it not to have an impact on you.
Dave Fils-Aimé, a man who really is making a difference in Haiti. His film is called My Buddy Bruce. He's just been awarded Best Director of a Documentary Film at the UK's Film Fest International. That's it from this edition of NewsHour. From me, Tim Franks, and the team here in London, thanks for your company.